Hey class, I thought I'd go over the Classkick for 9.6 and 9.7 since I got some questions on it. Well, using this table, we are supposed to come up with a rule that relates sequence number 1 to sequence number 2. So if I have the input of 4, I get the export of 12. Same thing goes with the next sequence. 8 goes in, 24 comes out. So what rule could that be? Well, I know that 4 times 3 equals 12, and also 8 times 3 equals 24. So I think that my rule would be times 3. I don't think I'm actually able to type in on my side, so I'll just write what you could have written. Okay, you could either write out the word or just write that multiplication sign. Going then on to question number 2, we would be doing 24 as our input and something as our output. Well, I'm going to use that same rule, so I can just do 24 times 3. You could break this apart mentally, and I might do, well, 20 times 3 is 60, and 3 times 4 is 12, so 60 plus 12 gets me 72. Okay, then thank you for explaining your work. I saw people typing or using that voice recorder. On to 9.7. So for 9.7, I put a clue for my class because I saw you guys were struggling. So in yellow, I had you really make sure you were looking at iced tea related to water. So it says multiply the amount of iced tea by something to get the amount of water. Well, here, iced tea has 3 tablespoons, and that only requires 1 tablespoon of water. So if you put it in this in-out table, 3 goes in, 1 comes out. Let's look at that next dot. 6 goes in, 2 comes out. The next one, 9 goes in, and 3 comes out. Well, it looks like my outputs are actually getting smaller. So I must not be multiplying by something bigger than 1. Instead, I'm actually multiplying by something smaller than 1. So I want to think about a fraction. 3 times 1/3 gets me to 1. 6 times 1/3 gets me to 2, and so on. If we were continuing this pattern and I use 8 tablespoons of iced tea, I could do, 18. I could do 18 times 1/3 to figure out my water. I'm going to set 18 over 1. When I multiply these across, I get 18 divided by 3, which is 6 cups of water. If I plotted that on my point, here's 18 over 6. Look at that. It's a nice straight line. All right, good luck on your Edge Elastic today, and we'll go over any questions that you have before your test on Friday. Thanks, you guys.